and try to get a scholarship.
Coach Anderson, another year, of course, with the all-star game, all-manning team you will be in charge of this time. Just tell me what it has been like working with the boys up until this point.
It has been a wonderful experience, you know, working with a wealth of talent. I mean, this is one of my wish. 1 year to have that wealth of talent. People dead.
Coach, I want you to tell me, of course, about what you're going to look for getting out of this game, because you did win last season, 2-1 winners over the DaCosta team, which was really good. Another good team that you are facing. Do you think you can get the win this time again?
After 90 minutes, I will answer that question. But nevertheless, all these kids, I mean, I'm happy for these kids. It's not about me, it's all about these kids and the showcase for them and the opportunity what this game has presented for them, you know. It's all about them.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about this all-manning team, Kimani, of course, they were 2-1 winners last season. Now they are going to have back Dylan John. I know we aren't really in the business of pointing out players, but Dylan John is back with a wealth more of experience.
Yeah, that's really important, Gerard. And Dylan John is a player known to give defenders a hard time, especially how he roams around the pitch. But you look at the DaCosta team, Gerard, there's a wealth of talented defenders in particular in their ranks.
O'Neal Headley is there.
Huge player. You remember what he did in the Champions Cup final, scoring those 2 goals. And you know, Gerard, I have to point out the kits.
Yes.
These kits are really just eye-catching. Yeah. I need one. I know which one I have my eyes on.
Well, we'll see which one you get.
Yeah,
and of course, just to mention, of course, the 2 MVPs, Omarion O'Brien from the Garvin Maceo team, he will be representing the DaCosta team. Kavis Paul from Kingston College, who is not here. He's gone back home to Guyana, of course, to celebrate, Christmas. He was spending it with his family. But he won't be here to represent the all-manning team, Kavis Paul. But congratulations to the 2 of them. And he was originally picked to be a part of the all-manning squad, but he's not here. But yeah, the 2 man MVPs of the 2 cups. Pretty good players this season. Yeah,
it was huge, in particular for Kavis Paul, a centre-back winning MVP, Gerard. That goes to show how the modern game has evolved. And Kavis Paul was at the heart of that Kingston College team. That won the Manning Cup and the Olivia Shield. So, yeah, great player.
I'm looking forward to see this one. Do you think, Kimani,
where are you going with this?
All of the players that we've seen, of course, it has been a really good season. Garvin Maceo making up the majority of the DaCosta team. And of course, there is a split of hideout players, Kingston College players in the all-manning team. I say that, where I'm going with this, I'm basically asking you, just like we saw 7 Clarendon College players last time around, we aren't going to see that many players in one team, but who has the edge?
You know, chemistry is huge in football. Any analyst will tell you, any coach will tell you. But Gerard, in the end, I feel talent tells. And I just feel this DaCosta Cup team has too much talent all around. I know the devastation that is up front for the all-manning team.
Yeah, true.
But the DaCosta Cup team, I can't look past them.
They do have a 32-goal man in Orion Watson. But, of course, I want to point out one final thing, Kimani.
Sure.
Lester Hibbert did say during his interview that this isn't about the coaches, but I beg to differ. I mean, this is not only an all-star game between the players, but the coaches as well.
Yeah, Gerard, that DaCosta, I'm harking here on the DaCosta Cup, DaCosta team, but that coaching staff, Jermaine Thomas.
A dream team, basically.
The dream team with Lester Hibbert as well as Andrew Peart.
Yeah.
You have the balance of a tactical brain like Andrew Peart, you have the passion and grit of a Lester Hibbert, and you have the calmness of a Jermaine Thomas. So I guess those at home, they know which team I'm going with to win.
All right, well, what's your prediction or scoreline instead?
3-1.
3-1 in favor of the DaCosta,
yes.
Of course. All right, well, we'll see after 90 minutes. All right, well, we'll see what is going to come out of this game. Big results we're looking forward to. And let's head upstairs now to our commentary team. A swap in the commentary box for us. Javid Bryan, he's replaced by Donald Oliver, and Dwight Jeremiah is still up there.
Kimani O'Sullivan, brave as ever in choosing a winner here. 3-1, he said the scoreline in favor of the DaCosta team. And for those just joining our coverage, we welcome you on the Home of Champions. My name is Donald Oliver. I'm with Dwight Jeremiah. It's interesting to note that the squads of these 2 teams, the all-manning and DaCosta, you're talking about so much talent. But I think if they are not the better team based on names, I do believe they have the better firepower, this DaCosta team. You're looking at the all-manning team. They're in their pink, and I'm going to go with sky blue here. And the DaCosta team will be in an appropriate blue based on where we're at Jamaica College in their navy blue. But your thoughts on the compilation of the squads?
No, I really think, you know, whatever squads you put together at whatever level in this sport, there'll always be the opinion that somebody else should have been in it, and, you know, somebody else is good. And that's the thing with selection, is the opinion and the style that these coaches want. And it comes down to the coaches in the semi-finals to select it. But despite all of that, I mean, they're two really good squads of talented players, and they're guided by some really good tacticians at youth level in this country. So, you know, it only makes for a good contest today, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And the likes of Watson and Spence, you just, as a coach, you have that. You just try to get the ball to them, and you expect things to happen. But they'll be up against good defense, and so it will show good test to their qualities. Swaby as well, who's in the DaCosta Cup team from Garvin Masia, the winning DaCosta Cup team, is in the All DaCosta team here, and I think he's one that was really good for them, along with O'Brien, formed a really good partnership, and he had an outstanding final and just wanted O'Brien to come to the fore, and eventually he did. And Swaby will be in midfield, and he was good in an exhibition game at St. Elizabeth and has catch a few eyes, I've heard. So let's see.
Well, they're making their way out to the middle, the all-star teams from the Manning Cup and from the DaCosta Cup, hoping to get bragging rights at the end of the 90. We're taken by surprise at the end of the first game to see a penalty shootout. I suggest that the same will be done for this second game. And again, eager to see what these two teams will show under the lights here at the Ashenheim Stadium.
There's Watson. I was disappointed not to be involved in the DaCosta Cup or lifting it. He would have anticipated that. But he did get a trophy in terms of the Champions Cup.
The ISSA president making his way across to lead the greeting party, and the formalities will continue for the next minute or so as the party, which includes sponsors, will be making their way across both teams. But yeah, usually there's an idea of swapping out the entire team at 45 minutes, and but I think there's a slight imbalance on the part of the All DaCosta Cup team, because I think they have a lot more attacking players than defenders in the squad.
Well, the thing about it is that yeah, that will cause some problems in to be able to swap everybody out, but everybody should get a game. And you say that's how it should be, because we've seen it in the past when that was not done, and I was quite disappointed when I saw that. Didn't quite happen that way. There was in terms of the Scholastic team, in terms of a full swap, but enough time was given to the players. We pause for the playing of the national anthem.
For the playing of the national anthem. It's
a wonderful time for these youngsters. They have been taken taken part in the Caribbean Showcase over the last couple of days in Kingston. And in and around the corporate area, scouts have been looking at them in training sessions. They've had mini matches in the last couple of days as well in the lead up to this matchup. And yeah, this is where it will end officially for the schoolboy football season. And I'm sure they're eager for this one. These are the officials. Benoit Hilton will be the man in charge. Gavin Carvalho and Andre Smith will assist him. Kesler Anderson is the fourth official.
Yeah, they have been looked at by these scouts. There was a session in St. Elizabeth at St. Elizabeth Technical High School. I was on the 8th and the corporate area one was on the 9th.
Let's take a look at the All DaCosta Cup team. Garfield Tomlinson from Garvin Maceo, he's in the goal. They do have a back four of Tyreek McKinley, Jamari Fowler, Conroy Nicely and Brandon Wallace. In the middle of the park, Jason White, Everald Swaby, Devon Davis out of McGrath High. He's a danger man. He's proving his worth in the Premier League already. Keneal Brown, Orain Watson and Shane Hughes are the top three for the All DaCosta Cup team.
Yeah, Hughes is a lightning player with a lot of pace, scored 4 goals in the semi-finals of the DaCosta Cup. So yeah, definite player that will cause some problems here.
As we take a look at the Old Manning setup, Omarion Brown out of St. Catherine High. He's between the sticks. They do have a back four of Xavier Gooden, Robinho Gordon, Javon Mills and Rasheem Green. In the middle of the park, Ronaldo Barrett, Dewan Green, Shadiko Wizard, and up top, Dylan John, we assume will be on the left-hand side alongside Kimali Scott and Ryan O'Neill Francis.
Yeah, they're not bad themselves in terms of, as we said, more firepower you feel from the DaCosta Cup team, but certainly Manning Cup, all Manning team is not far behind in terms of its potency. But I'm pretty sure with Vassal Reynolds a part of that coaching setup for the all Manning team, certainly the defensive display, but he's not here today, but he would have probably had some input in terms of what goes on, and his players are there too as well, so you expect them to carry that philosophy into this contest. But Vassal is on bigger duties, some would say, in terms of with the national under-17 team.
So we're a few minutes away from the start of this one, and there is Devon Anderson, who said before the start of the game that he was pleased with the makeup of the squad, and if he had the talent at his disposal he would beat anybody. Well, it's time to prove himself as one of the assistant coaches on this team.
The only problem for him today, with all the talent the opposing team has, a compilation of top talent as well. So let's see if he's thinking that his set is better, which I'm sure he does.
And we're on the way here at the Ashenheim Stadium for the start of this one between the All DaCosta Cup team and the All Manning Cup team. If you're just joining us, again, the All DaCosta Cup team in their blue strip, reminiscent of the usual home team in the Manning Cup, right here at the Ashenheim Stadium, Jamaica College.
Will that bring them good fortunes?
Maybe, let's see. But we are under the lights here at the Ashenheim Stadium, and I'm just speaking to you, Dwight Jeremiah, just now in terms of the positioning of the lights here. Now we know that a lot of track has been taking place over the last couple of weeks here at the JC grounds, and it is track season, so from here on out not a lot of football will be played, but the positioning of the lights appears to be a little bit awkward this evening, and we hope that it doesn't bring a lot of concern as far as the playing conditions are concerned, because I think they are more focused on the actual track around the football field as opposed to on
the
the football field.
So awkward in terms of football, but I guess they would have been preparing themselves or set them up for the
track and field season.
Yeah, which they've had meets here since.
So I'm not sure if that's going to be a proper spread of the light here, but let's see what will happen. But it looks a little bit awkward, to be frank with our viewers.
Yeah, I guess much would have been gone into positioning them now for the track, and for them to change it around for this game, probably not something that they wanted to do. So we'll see. For now, though, it's bright lights.
Well, the Manning Cup team setting it over to the right-hand side, trying to win the header. Kimali Scott. As we take a look at the cadre of coaches for the All DaCosta team, with their branded shirts saying All DaCosta Cup 2025. Here's Dylan John, and he is starting on that left-hand side. Always fascinating to guess who will be playing the majority of this game, or who will just have 45 minutes to impress.
I guess sometimes it comes down to the coaches who are here as well. And I guess it's hard for you to beat up on them in the fact that they would have worked with a particular player, knows that play inside out. And if the difference in talent is not that far, you get to stay with the ones they know. As coaches, they like to know what you're going to get. But as I said, for a game like this, it's about ensuring that the talents get seen by, and I repeat again, the scouts that are here with the Caribbean Premier Showcase.
The old Manning team forced to do some defending here. Green, and that one is put in the touch, and the All Manning team will have a throw deep in their half. There is Raheem Green out of Hydel. Had a productive season, the number 2 for the All Manning team, with 5 goals and 5 assists to his name. The All DaCosta team winning that one. Oh, that's beautifully done. Trying to get the ball inside of Rain Watson. And it was blocked, but did enough to get the corner kick.
Yeah, I think for a moment there, Watson felt just the thought came into his head to go for goal. Realized the angle was so acute, and then looked to play it inside, and maybe just that allowed the defender to effect a block.
Lost his boot in the process as well, did Orange Watson. Omarion Brown just making sure things are lined up properly. There's the ball inside in the danger area. Ball went out of play before it came back in. A couple of these players are plying their trade in the Jamaica Premier League, and know for a fact that I don't think they'll be playing the majority of this game, because they do have matches to look forward to this weekend. So probably just a quick run out here or there. Devon Davis, number 8 in the All DaCosta team, of course, has had a brilliant start in the Jamaica Premier League with
a hat-trick.
Yeah, and he did score in the last televised game as well at Drax Hall, as Malines United inching their way out of the relegation zone, or further away from the relegation zone, I should say, after a pretty poor start to their season. He's hoping to get something overseas, Dylan John, in Europe in particular. Had a productive season himself with 10 goals and 10 assists, the 18-year-old. And of course, he's on his hunting ground here. Swaby forced to go back. The All Manning team coming forward, and John wasn't quite anticipating it going across him. I get the feeling that he's a bit more comfortable centrally, Dylan John, as opposed to on the wing. He doesn't necessarily think always of going out wide.
No, he's definitely has that tunnel vision for goal. Not a bad thing to have.
This one is taken from distance, which is pretty ambitious. There was the awkward bounce, but no issues there in the end for Marion Brown.
Ambitious, yes, from a 33-goal man in Watson of the season, I guess. His confidence are sky high.
Well, here's an opportunity here for Watson trying to control, but was involved in a collision. They'll try again. The All DaCosta team. This is surely a big opportunity. Can he finish? Straight to the keeper. Well, that's a pretty easy chance for Watson.
Yeah, one you'd expect him to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And even Davis, though, I felt he could have gone 42, was quite unselfish with his play. And I tell you why, because yeah, you see a tame effort in the end, but with Davis's nifty footwork, he could have gotten past that one defender in front of him. But he's an assist king, did have about 20 assists in the season.
That he did. Ryan O'Neill Francis now was tackled up. Free kick for the All Manning team. I suppose that's what this kind of game is about. A little bit of exhibition.
Yeah, it should.
I figured Davis made the right decision in passing into the open player and the striker.
He certainly did. Which means he's just playing true to his form, the way he is, the way he thinks. Not really trying to do too much.
Ball coming inside the area. John retrieving. Getting some support from Green. Finds Green, trying to get the ball inside. The ball in a danger area. And they had several defenders in the right place at the right time. Green lays it back to Gordon. Gordon sending it out wide. And Alexavier Gooden couldn't quite get there.
So you feel the best chance of this contest has fallen to the All DaCosta team.
Yeah, I think so. There's Craig Butler, along with his son Kyle Butler. Fowler putting that one further up the park as the All DaCosta team trying to get out of their half but unable to do so. John couldn't control that, and that's going to be a throw into the All DaCosta team. Wallace with the throw, and back there doing some good work is young Javon Mills, also a Jamaica College player. Would know how to cover the ground well. Dylan John with a foul there on Devon Davis. There are certain players who you just take a look at and you just see the class oozing out of them. Davis is definitely one of them. Here he's on the ball. Seems to make the right decision most times. In a good cross inside the box. It wasn't the best from Wallace, and no issues there for Marion Brown.
Yeah, and Davis, you're quite right with that. So often you see players, and he has that ability to run past players, has the nifty, fancy footwork. But sometimes they get too excited, and then the end product is not there. Most often than not, he has an end product.
He has the intelligence.
Yes.
He really does. And we just hope that it can improve as he makes his transition deeper into the Jamaica Premier League, which I suppose for him is quite easy at the moment with 4 goals in 2 games.
He's asking the question, what transition are we talking
That's
about?
a lovely ball to Dylan John, who was in an offside position apparently. He looks a little disappointed with the call, but has accepted it.
Which, well, he has to.
Probably more disappointing with himself.
Yeah.
There it is, booted long again, but back there is Robinho Gordon, the goal-scoring centre-back from Mona High.
It's been a consistent spell from this all-man all-star team.
There is Gordon. Orion Watson was the leading goal scorer in the DaCosta Cup competition,
Yeah, some 33 goals.
along with his 7 assists.
Which is good, but pales in comparison to Davis's 20.
20 assists, you mean? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Well, we see here that Keneal Brown had 26 assists.
Yeah.
I suppose a lot of it was in the preliminary round. Here's an opportunity for the all-manning team, and he goes down under the challenge, Kamali Scott. Oh, that's a lovely touch, you know. Inside the area, the ball just bobbing away, but here's an opportunity straight to the keeper. To a Scott again. Inside the area. Maybe a little bit surprised that the ball eventually got to him.
And the thing is, it didn't come with much pace, and he couldn't generate enough at the point. So just a tame attempt in the end, but it was good positioning from him.
There's a chance again. It was a good win by Ryan O'Neill Francis. Came across to Kimari Scott. Yeah, it was supposed to have been a clearance from the defender, and I reckon that Kimari Scott was really surprised that it got to him.
We see Headley and Spence there just now. Headley on Wednesday the 8th, when they had some game, and the coaches from the Caribbean Premier Showcase were in St. Elizabeth. He didn't participate for the DaCosta team against the select team at the time. Had a little knock on the knee, was going to see the physio, but pass fit for this contest, not starting here today. That's Headley.
Yeah, you can tell that he wasn't starting. He's not taking the corner kicks or the free kicks.
Showing a little bit sign of the festive season as well. A little bit more bounce.
I was going to say, aren't we all? But no.
Not, you're talking about me now, right?
Yeah. Maybe Javid as well.
It's not a lack of trying for me. It's just, I don't know, the metabolic rate is just, yeah, it's too high.
Uh-huh. The DaCosta team trying to clear, unable to do that. And I think that was a little bit of acting from Scott there as he bellowed in supposed pain. It's the all-manning team that's bossing the possession, even though the DaCosta team has had the best chance of the game so far.
Yeah, certainly you're right with that. They've been more consistent with their pressure. The all-manning
Lovely movement here. This ball is slipped through, the keeper is off his line though and will shepherd that into touch.
Yeah, right pass too. I like it, and the run from Watson inside out. Just the pace on it. He was shepherded all the way. Was having attention from two defenders. Watson just ran away from him.
Here they come again. Scott trying to move by his mark, unable to do so. Here's an opportunity as it's sent out wide. Couple players to aim for inside the box. Scott couldn't quite get his foot around it, but still an opportunity here. Francis earns the corner kick.
Yeah, just nipped off his toe there, Francis. He was maybe doing some defensive work. And eventually gives up the corner.
So Ronaldo Barrett has gone across to take this corner kick for the All Manning team. The Heidel man looking for the good delivery. It's not a bad one at all. The header though from Gordon. Oh, it wasn't Gordon, it was Gooden, was it? Yep.
Yeah, it looked to be good.
Rose highest at the back post. Couldn't guide it on target though. Nicely done. Calm under pressure. Barrett loses it. Yeah, a little bit late on that occasion. Rasheem Green. This one punted long. Can he get there? Yep, Keneal Brown can. Gooden was there. His company. Oh my goodness me, what a piece of skill that was. Then he just ran into some traffic there.
Yeah,
Kimali Scott trying desperately to win it back.
It was a lovely flick over there. Just as the ball arrived, just rode his foot down on the side of it, just having it flip over the head of the attacking of the approaching defender.
The youngest player in the starting lineup for the All Manning team, just 17 years old, Kimali Scott. So we anticipate him in the Manning Cup, we would think, next season. Maybe still for Excelsior.
Some would hope so.
Yeah, but 29 goals this year, the leading scorer in the Manning Cup, Kimali Scott.
They certainly want him to be in it next season for sure. For them. Yeah, Watson had 33 goals. Just saw him on screen there.
Davis. Throw-in coming up for the All DaCosta team.
And neither of the two leading goal scorers in their respective competitions were part of the teams winning the title or even in the showpiece game.
Throw by Wallace. John with the defensive header. John will win it before he lost his balance. Courtesy of Wallace. Booted long, could be dangerous. Scott trying to win it, lands heavily. and may need some attention. And he will get it now as the ball goes into touch.
Yeah, knock would fall for him.
Went high, landed hard.
Yeah, I think
His hand,
the hand is the problem. Yeah, he
I-
came down.
I was going to say it broke his fall, but probably not the wisest phrase to use right now.
No. Really, all the weight came down on that wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Appear to lead in this tactical talk. As you'd probably expect will come. What would have happened?
Well, the only good thing about it is that Commander Scott isn't the heaviest player, but he was coming from some distance up.
Yeah, probably the force, because of the height he's coming from, is going to be the main concern for him. But yeah, we'll have some fans here for this final game of the season. Not an electric pace to the game, but I guess both teams have enough quality to be cancelling each other out at the moment.
Ball played forward in a dangerous position. The keeper is off his line. A chance created by Shadiko Wizard there. Couldn't really locate a strike partner on that occasion. Here comes the All-Manning team again, winning a lot of the 50-50s here. Dylan John twisting and turning, and Wallace has followed him all the way across there. Green.
And if Wallace has done that, it's because maybe he's been given specific instructions to deal with John.
Again, the ball over the top, but they do have numbers back, the All-Manning team. A little bit too much on it.
Yeah, probably the
Shane
pass.
Busey.
I think the pass to Watson would have been a better option. And I think that's what he's discussing now with Swaby. Swaby chose to go with Pusey.
Wizard. That one was away from Wizard just now.
He's trying to get a better possession here, the All DaCosta team. They've been starved of it over the last, say, 5 or 10 minutes. They give it up again.
Yeah, Kimali Scott has gone down again, and he's going to need some additional attention, the Excelsior player. See a shake of the head there.
Yeah,
the same problem with the wrist.
Yeah, probably suggesting maybe difficult to continue. He's going to be using the hand a lot to keep players at bay. Disappointment on his face For sure, he's suggesting that he needs to be substituted.
Yeah.
Hard to balance and keep players at bay, you know.
Dwight Gentles is being summoned.
I thought you were going to call my name to go down there and get myself suited up.
Disappointing.
Yeah, for sure it would be.
Yeah.
But based on his talent and his age, you bet you probably see him here again
Next season.
next season.
Mm. Gordon striding forward.
Yep, so send Catherine Man on.
Yep, there's Gentles. Another 17-year-old coming on. 12 goals and 6 assists to his name this season for St. Catherine High. Replacing Kimani Scott with the injured wrist. Fowler gives up possession. There's Gentles with his first touch. Decides to go for goal. Green in the way. Rasheem Green. Dylan John is in an outside position again.
Yeah, they're trying to deal with him in different ways in terms of, you know, apart from Wallace being tasked with the responsibility to keep him quiet, and together as a unit just be disciplined and working together as a backline, stepping up at the right time. Definitely won't have his own way today, and if he makes an impact on this contest, Dylan John, you feel it's going to be because of some really good work by him.
John, flag stays down on this occasion. Keeping possession well. Opportunity here, and it's cued wide. Shadika Wizard trying to weave some magic there, but the shot wasn't on target.
Yeah, apart from that chance by Watson, set up by Davis, haven't really seen another good opportunity, goal scoring opportunity from either of these all-star team. Barnett from Stets there, one with the wonderful left foot. It's quite instrumental in terms of technical winning the Ben Francis Cup.
Javon Mills going long. That's a good ball out wide, you know. Picked up by Francis. Francis trying to dribble his way through. But he's going up against an all-star defense, so whatever he does has to be brilliant to get by them. Green. That's a lovely ball. Threading through the lines, trying to get the cross in. Shadika Wizard. Corner kick coming up for the Old Manning team.
Yeah, from open plays, these teams haven't been able to unlock each other's defense. Maybe a set piece here, an opportunity for them to do just that. You see the tactical ball there by the All DaCosta Cup team. Appeared there.
Here's a corner kick, and it's punched away by Tomlinson.
It's a good punch, got good distance on it as well.
And another player goes down, and there's going to be a change made by the Old Manning team, and it's going to be Robinho Gordon who's going to be taken out. He has other things to deal with at a high level. Robinho Gordon, no surprise that he's just played half an hour. Romain Walters replaces him. Romain Walters also of St. Catherine High. And the Old Manning, the DaCosta team now making the change.
And again, you feel Davis had other things to deal with come this weekend in the
Yes,
Premier League.
yes, he does. It is going to be a televised game on Monday with Racing United.
Yeah, and Racing United will have the services of a player on the bench here for the All DaCosta team in Stefan Spence.
Ambitious effort. I should say Davis is for Malines United, and that matchup is coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
It's Spence who will be for Racing United, and he has a game coming up on Monday.
Yeah, so there's great in the pitch here, doing their duties for their team and also showcasing their talents to a different audience. I guess they're keeping their options open still, play professional or to go to college. And we did see in the past, and we see these coaches now doing this, Donald. It was one all-star game, All DaCosta, All Manning, and there were some Clarendon College players who played probably 80 odd minutes and then had to turn up for Chapelton Maroon the following day, and that team didn't do well under that. So I guess these coaches are learning. That coach did lose the job at the time because of that.
Not sure who Wallace was aiming for, but the All DaCosta team trying to win it back through Watson. Watson forcing the shot through. Eager to get on the score sheet, the striker.
Yeah, he's the type of striker where, you know, you have some players playing up front and they want to do the fancy stuff and think that's what gets them going. For him, it's all about goals. It's what gets him going. It's what he wants.
He's not shy to shoot at all.
No.
Whistle goes. Free kick for the All Manning team.
Yeah. Watson and Pusey were just lining up to get on the end of that loose ball.
Green going forward, and a little bit too much on that one for Dwight Gentles to get on. And Tomlinson in the way. So based on what we saw in the first game, if this matchup ends in a draw, that we are anticipating penalty kicks. You would think that Garfield Tomlinson in goal for the All DaCosta team will not be playing the full 90 minutes.
Exactly, so if it does go to it,
he should not be involved if it does go to penalties.
And we know
which funnily enough would probably make this a little bit more even.
Yes, I'd agree with you there. I mean, based on his exploits in the season, yeah, he certainly would tip the scale in favour of the All DaCosta team in the penalty shootout.
Although that wasn't the case in the Olivia Shield playoff, though.
not entirely down to him, I would say, but the misses from his teammates on the day.
It's going at a pedestrian pace right now.
Yeah, and I guess your concern too, Donald, has been pretty much dealt with in terms of the lights.
You're giving it too much credit, and I think you're being deceived by what we're seeing on the screen.
I'm looking out there too as well, so it's not as bad as we first thought when we saw it in the light of day, when the lights came on and you couldn't really tell how much of it intensity would be on the field.
Let's just say it's not a proper spread.
Yeah,
and that our video.
But it's not as bad as. But for our viewers though, it's much better than what we're seeing here.
Much better, much.
So we give our team credit for that.
So free kick coming up. Xavier Gooden behind this one, the St. Andrew Technical High School player. Stepping up to the plate, has the responsibility. Gooden goes straight into the wall.
You know, definitely within the frame of the goal, but the wall did its job.
Easy does it for the DaCosta team. Ball turned inside now. And just ran into traffic in the end.
Yeah, he was looking inside to see where Watson was. Swaby just took his eyes off it for a moment there, and I guess it's because of what had happened before. And Watson was so much central, more on the far side. It was definitely not going to be before long that Lester Hibbert was going to be parading the touchline.
Ball given away. Here's the Old Manning team. That's a lovely touch. Surely they'll go ahead. And they do go ahead. He had all the time in the world. Ryan O'Neill Francis. And the Tivoli Garden striker sends the Old Manning team ahead. With one easy chance inside the box, he converts. And they lead by a 1-0.
Yeah, just like their counterpart in the Scholastic game, the Manning team goes ahead. And the pass, I'm not sure, yeah, maybe was intended, did turn his body. Just have a look here. You know, maybe just running off his boots, but it did fall kindly to Francis. And there was nothing fortuitous about that in terms of the finish. Intended to go across goal and placed it perfectly, coming up or going in off the upright. But it was White who played a bad pass, giving up that possession. Jason White from Glenmuir, normally a steady and very good player in the middle of the park, but made to pay. I guess you get away with it when you're playing schools that don't have the composition of talents that we're seeing on show here from this All-Manning team.
I think he was in the All-Star game last year as well, Jason White. I know last year he was more in the headlines based on the quality that he did show. And he is wearing the captain's armband this evening as well. Here's an opportunity. Wizard coming inside. Not clear properly. Oh, what an emphatic finish from Gentles. He wasn't gentle with that touch. He fired it home from close range. And in quick time, the Old Manning team with a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, it was Fowler, Jamari Fowler, the McGrath player here, that I think didn't deal with this cross. Yeah, there it is. Sort of turned into an assist to Gentles. Yeah, should have been dealt with by Fowler. Yeah, poor touch. And when you're up against quality players, I say you get away with it in your zones and other things in the respective competitions, but up against, you'd want to say, a concentration of talent, then you're not going to get away with it. And Gentle really rifled that one in the back of the net to make it 2-0. And a minute apart, and just like that, the DaCosta team has a lot to do. And Davis is out. So I guess if it stays like this, we'll see the likes of Spence pretty much from the start of the second half.
Well, they can respond now. That's lovely football, you know. Can he fire it home? Here's a chance. It's blocked. Oh, they were back in numbers, weren't they? Barnett was trying to let fly. Here is again. Hustled off the ball. And here's the All Manning team streaming forward. It's 4 against 3 right now. Ball played out wide. Gooden on it. Well, that was Dylan John rather. Couldn't supply the decent pass forward.
So yeah, just like that, the game has burst into life. You did say earlier, a short while ago in your comments, Donald, it was going at a pedestrian pace. But with those 2 goals, brought some life to this contest.
Well, I always got the impression that the All Manning team, they were a little bit more eager than their DaCosta counterparts.
And more consistent with their pressure and possession as well. And before those 2 goals, way back then, the best opportunity in the contest had fallen to Watson.
Yeah.
And he had a tame attempt. Should have been 1-0 to the All DaCosta team. But yeah, and we see the consistency from the All Manning team in terms of the possession, and they pretty much had bossed the game. And they hadn't had a look in terms of a chance in front of goal, the All DaCosta team, since that chance.
Ball over the top. Tomlinson off his line. It hasn't been an easy game for Jason White.
Yeah. I think Coach Anderson was quite right in his pronouncement in his pre-game interview that such a team, he'd beat anyone. So far he's beaten this all-star DaCosta team.
But to be fair, I'm just not seeing the endeavour from the All DaCosta team.
Maybe you could say when Davis was on it and he's on the ball, it looks like something was going to happen. But apart from that,
but that's just him being,
yeah, just he being
himself.
Yeah, exactly. But
and I did say that he's head and shoulders among a lot of his peers. Yeah. And to be fair, even on this football field, you could see the class. But they have to make do without him for the rest of this game. Although I do think that a player of similar class on the bench could make an impact, and that's Devon Spence. We talk about a big man game, he has it.
I hope he does, when given the chance, to show up here and show his talent, because
that was close.
Yeah. In the game on Wednesday in St. Elizabeth, he came on in the second half. That game against Select 11 from the Caribbean Premier Showcase. Really didn't seem to have the appetite for it at that time, but for this one I guess he will.
Ball sent out wide. Wasn't the best pass forward on that occasion, was it, from Romain Walters? The All Manning team has it. Dylan John now. Playing an area where I think that he's more comfortable in, more centrally, and not hugging the wing. Mills.
Yeah, you just get the feeling the DaCosta team has not really have enough possession in this game consistently, or any at all, for that matter, in terms of meaningful.
Barrett
Just
does
not in
well.
the game.
Yep. They look so comfortable on the ball now, the All Manning team, as we're halfway through stoppage time. Although, well, not halfway through, we're at the end of stoppage time. There it is. And it's been quite a show put on by the All Manning team. And they are 2 goals ahead. Ryan O'Neill, Francis and Dwight Gentles, the goal scorers for the All Manning team. And it's been a half where they've had the best of the chances, best of the possession as well, and a deserved lead after 45 minutes in this all-star fixture. Let's see what the All DaCosta team has in store for us, if they can reply come the second half. But they have a little bit of a hole to come out of. 2-0, the All Manning team over the All DaCosta team. Welcome back to the Ash9 Stadium. We haven't missed a lot, just about 10 seconds of the second half. And, well, the question is, can the All DaCosta team get out of the slump here?
Well, the first thing you feel they have to do, Donald, is to up the tempo at which they play and try and get the ball off this All Manning team.
Yeah, but they're starting off strong again, the All Manning team.
Yeah, their midfield is really bossing this one. They've brought on, I think there was a substitution in the halftime. Well, yeah, he's coming in to take the throw now, which is Headley, has come onto the park. Maybe if they can't do it from open play and there's some set piece, he may come into play.
We know that he does have quality. Walters.
I understand he has some interest as well, Edley from colleges.
Yeah, so quite a few changes. Jamari Fowler is also out. So to Tariq McKinley. Nashon Bolt also has come on.
Spence has come on as well.
Omarion O'Brien is there. Oh goodness me, they've made quite a few changes. That's the thing about the All-Star game that I don't necessarily appreciate as a commentator.
What, the changes?
Yeah, the multiple changes.
But I'd say just do it.
Oh, that's a lovely ball through, and Gentles unable to finish.
Yeah, lovely ball through there. I just get it all wrong there. See what he was trying or thinking of doing. Just poke it with that left foot as it came across. So some 6 changes by the All DaCosta, was it? And we see one there from the All Manning.
So 7 changes actually.
7
by the All DaCosta. Headley has gone across to take this.
Well, Headley immediately on duty.
Usually quite accurate, Headley. That's another good delivery that's headed away. He'll have another chance to get it. They're still all up inside the box. Sent in at the back post, headed back in the danger area. And a chance that's not quite taken advantage of. Bard was there, allowed the ball to bounce inside the area. Couldn't quite convert.
Yep, his team is delivering based on what he thought. Anderson started a game that his team was well equipped to beat any team put together at this level.
Opportunity here for Spence. Gets the corner kick. Such is his industry. The Froome player, 21 goals, 8 assists to his name. Such a quality player.
Yeah, you call him a proper number. He can just play on his own up front there. Good from set pieces as well. And yeah, he's doing his stuff in the Premier League. He'll be hoping that he has similar fortunes to Devon Davis. Stepping up from Schoolboy to the Premier League, he'll be doing it for racing.
Headley has some tall players to aim for inside that box. Could be dangerous. Here's the delivery at the near post. Not the best from Headley on that occasion. Well, that's rather cool and comfortable. Oh, lovely touch. Walters. Oh, just couldn't quite get in his grasp. Looking for the corner kick though. Well, it's a goal kick that's been awarded.
Yeah, Headley down. Like I said before, I know he had a little knock on the knee that he needed clearance from the physio, and probably given that, but concern for him there. Did mention that, but seems like not enough to hold up here. Substitution being signaled, so didn't last. Got the clearance, but pretty sure the clearance wasn't for a few minutes, but just didn't hold up. Probably not made easier because of the extra weight he's carrying.
Well, it is disappointing. Well, he has to go back to the drawing board now. O'Neill Headley, so much talent.
Yeah, but also have to be disciplined as well,
Yep.
just to ensure that you know, keep that physique, that physical body weight there. You want to make sure that you're as trim as you would have. Just keep being on the scale and measuring yourself, weighing yourself, just ensuring that you're not going overboard.
Well, McKinley has come back on the park apparently. I'm going to confirm that, but I'm sure that McKinley actually started this game. Anyway, here's the All-Manning team trying to make progress. Lovely twist and turn, and trying to make the clearance, skewed away. Looked awkward in doing so. Corner kick coming in, headed away.
So yeah, big task here for the DaCosta team. Haven't really shown the sign in this at the beginning of the second half to suggest that they're going to at least have the deficit anytime soon. Spence is on the park, so that's the probability increase there. But Headley, who came on to offer some different ways that they could hurt this All-Manning team, but he has come off injured. So what we were talking about, Donald, with Tomlinson in terms of if it were to go to penalty at this point, that's just a distant possibility.
I was still trying to confirm whether it was McKinley who has come back on the park for the DaCosta team. We had him in our starting lineup.
Yeah. We were told he didn't start.
Change for the All-Manning team, and Omarion Brown, his time is up. Malik Williams comes on to replace him, the Kingston College custodian. Immediately in the fire, there's Nashon Bolts. Sends it out wide, cleverly. There's a good ball inside of the back post, kept alive. Spence puts it away. Well, he's a star among the stars, and he was in the right place at the right time. Stevan Spence, the Froome man, converts. And the DaCosta team with a response in the second half.
Yeah, I just said just now in terms of Spence, we said they didn't look as a team likely to get back into this one or half the deficit, but Spence was on it, and that with that the probability was better. And yeah, right on cue, good finish from Spence. He definitely knows his way around the penalty box, and with 21 goals on the season, yeah, he was never going to miss that one. Good finish. And he's a player that has got the eyes of, or the attention of, some of the scouts that came down with the Caribbean Premier Showcase. Two of them did say to me on Wednesday that they didn't see a lot from him in that game, that he came on as the second half down by Sensibek Technical, but you know, maybe in his mindset, you know, he was seeing that as just, you know, slight friendly thing. He's definitely up for it tonight.
Walters. Oh, that's a crunching challenge. Oh, they've come to play now.
I said
The
the
All
intensity
DaCosta
had to
team.
go up as well.
Yep.
So they've done that, and this man maybe looking to Leslie trying to transfer some of his energy on the side touchline to his team out there. But about Spence Donald as a player, I mean, even Watson and the amount of goal that Watson has scored, but as a standalone striker, if you were to pick one, you know, you've had person who have gone for Spence.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know he didn't have as many goals as Orain Watson, but I actually think that he was the best striker coming out of the DaCosta Cup.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue against that. Fair to Watson, he has more time at this level to play. Spence, I think, yeah, Spence time at schoolboy football level in Jamaica.
Finished, is complete. 19 years old now.
But Watson does have another year. So we do have a game here, and the game definitely needed that. And a little bit more even now in terms of the possession. At halftime, All Manning were really bossing that with 60% of it. I guess the numbers would show some slight increase for the All D at this time, as it's affectionately called, this team.
The All D.
That's what we call it in the rural area. They, when players in the past say, "Oh, I made the All D," you know.
There's another good challenge coming in. I reckon that the All D team has gone into a next gear here.
I need a better pass there from Swaby. Was it Swaby? No, not Swaby.
I think
Sorry.
it was Keanu Reed.
Yeah, it was Reed.
It looks as if it's a better game right now, as the All Manning team looking to respond. The shot is over the bar.
I bet what if it was within the frame of the goal in that top corner at the near post, it would take some saving, because it did pack a punch on that one. I think that was Gibbs.
And Ashada Gibbs has come on the part.
Yeah, on his own turf.
Yep. Here he is again. Floated inside the box. Gentle's trying to keep it alive and does, but couldn't find a teammate. And now it goes the other way. It's a strong run from Bolt. Yep. Takes the throw himself. That's a lovely first touch, but didn't do a lot with the second on that occasion. Christopher Mundle just got away from him in the end. Bolt. No issues there for Malik Williams.
Spence certainly making a nuisance of himself.
He is.
Yeah, for the others, yeah, just doing what he has to do. The attention. And Donald, just been told here, I know we've been talking about the lights here. I don't know if it looks any brighter to you on the park, but I've been told that the lights are remote controlled, so they can
if they have moved
them.
If they have moved an inch, I'd be impressed.
Say it's remote control, so they could make
they could change if they want.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Still looking for that change. Maybe the person in control of it, it's their day off.
Yeah. These days, you bet they could do it from their phones.
Dylan John on it, on his right, back on his left. Dylan John with the, I think he was attempting
a little
the
chip.
shot.
Yeah,
there.
there were two players on the far side that was just waiting for that chance. Dwight Gentles was one of them.
So Justin Hales is going to make his way on. And DeAndre Barnett has come off. And for the all Manning team, Ryan O'Neill Francis is off. Here's an opportunity. Oh, that's brilliant. Gentles! I think, I'm not sure exactly what he was trying there, but if that had come off, it would have been brilliant. Let's just say that. Damien Smith has come on, the Kingston College player, to replace Ryan O'Neill Francis.
Not his favoured foot, so I guess that's the type of finish that would make someone say that right foot only carries him.
And they wouldn't be cruel to
No,
say
not
that.
at all.
Here's Spence. Can carry the ball with him. Does well finding a teammate, but he remains down.
Not quite sure if there's an advantage to be played here. If it were deemed that, unless it was not an infringement. Now Wilton stops the play, but yeah, you're right. Spence can carry it, and he plays through the middle, but it's very effective running the right channel. Let's have a look to see if there was an infringement here. I certainly think he was impeded. Yeah, initially before the fall, so he would have had to take it back. I don't think there was an advantage to be played. Racing Club must be looking on anxiously there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it came when he was stumbling and trying to keep his balance, as opposed to whatever connection that he would have
the
had
area
with the
that they're
opponent.
looking at, yeah,
opponent.
is more because of that, because initially,
because he was struggling to keep his balance here. So yeah, yes, he was clipped, but maybe when he was trying to regain his balance.
yeah, there was a slight coming together of the knees with the opponent, the defender.
Oh, but
Just slight.
I don't think it's a knee issue at all.
No, I know. You know, but because the contact initially, the more blatant one was, or obvious one, was lower down, closer to the ankle, but it's the tie. He's wearing a what they call it looks like a tie sleeve is what we call it, where you pull it on up if you have even a slight tear or anything, that keeps it together.
Well,
yeah. Or prevent it from worsening, which I've used on with players in the past and works effectively.
I long to see the day when Spence isn't bandaged and he's at his optimum. Really and truly, such a talented player.
But he encounters so many physicality in the game,
and he handles it for the most part, to be fair.
but it has its toll over time, you know.
Over time, that's the thing.
Just ask one. Well, you can't ask him, and I dare say I wouldn't want you to go where you can ask him anytime soon. Just ask Diego Maradona.
Here's an opportunity. Oh, he's lofted it over the bar. Oh my goodness me, that could have been the equalizer, you know. Keanu Reid.
Yeah, Keanu Reid of Ocho-Rios. Yeah, it's just tapped through to him, and got away with the defender stumbling. Just needed to keep his composure. It was difficult, yes. Keeper was closing him down as well.
It was a difficult chance. You see the keeper approaching, and you try to
one eye on the keeper, one eye on the ball.
Wanted to be delicate with the touch, wasn't quite.
And take evasive action at the same time.
Nicely done by White. Oh, the referee called back the play, and Lester Hibbert doesn't like the fact that he was robbed the advantage there. McKinley on it. Served inside the box at the back post. Omarion O'Brien finding White. Lays it back out wide. Players to aim for inside the box. It's Pence trying to get there. Still not clear properly. It's now with Reed. Reed's effort is blocked. They're coming from all angles here, but the Old Manning team trying to defend stubbornly. Still with it, the Old DaCosta team. There's a leg there. It's come across as Pence, who kicks nothing but here. And it goes behind. It's going to be a goal kick to the Old Manning team. What a wonderful passage of play. Quite entertaining there.
Yeah, it was, not just for the quality of some of the move, but just the intensity and the sheer desire from the All DaCosta team to get on the score sheet again. And I tell you what, I was anticipating seeing the net ball draw, the keeper pulling the save off. And in the game when we play in the park, we call that a water knee. But yeah, all he got was here. Spence. Probably just not at his favourite side as well.
Walters playing it inside, thinking of a shot, takes the shot. Oh, it's wide of the mark. Ronaldo Barrett would have seen the space open up for him. Went for the glory. Glory wasn't to be had though.
I think Tomlinson would have been beaten if he was on target. Going to the far side, he was pretty much rooted away from it. Another substitution coming up here.
Yeah, they want Green taken out. Nathel Ellis comes on the park. Nicely done. Really wonderful stuff by the Old Manning team. But that's some good speed coming across there, Malik Robinson.
Yeah, it was good work by him, and for it to be a goal kick, make it better. A challenge. So still time for the DaCosta Cup team to get the leveler.
There's the long kick out. Gooden was in the way.
Yeah, but much more for the challenge in the second half, the DaCosta Cup team.
Oh yes, with a lot more purpose, and this half has been a lot more entertaining. There's a release. White lost possession.
Yeah, he was at fault
Gibbs on it.
on one of the goals in the first half.
Gibbs going the wrong way and losing it, but his teammate picks it up. Walters. The Old Manning team trying to slow it down. Asking the DaCosta team to chase.
And he did that very well in the first half in terms of the spells of possession.
Here's a stride forward. Oh, they just stopped the run there over on the far side. Did Jermaine Smith.
Yeah, that no-look pass attempted by Dylan John.
Here's an opportunity again. Gibbs. Gibbs goes goalwards. Oh, what a beautiful goal. Really showed his class there with a delicate touch. And left the keeper bamboozled. The Old Manning team regaining their 2-goal advantage. Now it's 3-1.
Yeah, Rick can move forward as they did in that first half. Yeah, and the keeper was off his line. And Some would say, was he going for that far side or was it looking to cross it in? Might have just gone, spotted the keeper off his line. And Tomlinson in no man's land. And Gibbs obliged. And the 2-goal cushion restored.
So the All Manning team has made another change here with Javon Grant coming on. This is Rasheen Green who exited the park. Grant of Eltham usually plays in the middle of the park with 10 goals and 7 assists. Here comes the All Manning team again. Our good friend Kimani O'Sullivan did say 3-1 at the start of the game as his prediction. 3-1 in favour of the All DaCosta team, mind you.
Until you get part of it right.
And still wouldn't ask his help for the lot of numbers though. Here's an opportunity. Decide to swing it out wide. Smith. Oh, this lovely football, and they had enough numbers back there. That was serene. It really was by the All Manning team.
Yeah.
Here they are again.
The offside flag did go up. Referee didn't take it.
Opportunity. Sent into the danger area.
And they've upped it a bit again, the All Manning team. And look, I would dare say in terms of cohesion, they look probably a better unit in terms of playing together. Not sure in terms of, I know the geography does not lend itself well for the All DaCosta team to
really know each other well. Well, here's an opportunity for the All Manning team. He decides to
in terms
go
of
on his own.
training session, arranging that, because I know they had a session in Carnan. It was difficult for some players all the way in back that side in West at times to get there and stuff. It's a little bit easier, you'd feel, in the corporate area.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, but they're showing signs that they're understanding each other better.
Corner kick coming up for the All Manning team. Dylan John. John, deflection. Gentles trying to poke that across the line. Really looking for the placement on that occasion, Dwight Gentles.
Definitely had to hit the target there, Gentles, but I love the way how Dylan John made room for himself. That first touch just set it up nicely for him, and then he let fly.
I think it was going goalwards too.
It was definitely on target. Or within the frame of the goal.
That was his last bit of action, Gentles, as he's going to make his way off soon. Not now, as the players restarted. Well, no issues there. Until there, John trying to settle. Dylan John! The number 7 comes up trumps in this All-Star game, and he is one of the stars. And as the message says, whatever that means, the Phoenix reject comes up with a message of his own. And it's 4-1 to the All Manning team over the All DaCosta.
Well, you get so much out of this game in terms of the quality, but yeah, the finish here, good determination shown, but yeah, that undershirt adds spice to this one for sure. He had that plan, and the takedown before the shot, he definitely wanted to get on that score sheet.
Oh yes.
And you're talking about coming out, but fate would have it that he would be able to show what he wanted to do apart from his talent. And yeah, statement there.
Yeah, message sent, I suppose.
Yeah.
To all who should receive it.
And even those who he didn't intend for, but yeah, it's spread. And more questions will be asked. Stirring up the pot.
A lot of the goals came from mistakes, and that would be disappointing from the DaCosta perspective.
Yeah. Goalkeeper Tomlinson replaced immediately. Well, he was going to be replaced anyway. But yeah, it was poor from him. You just mess around, and I guess it's the case in point where goalkeepers are expected to be good with their feet and not just hack the ball upfield. And you got to know, and even the teams that like to keep possession will now and then play a ball upfield, just hack it out the old-fashioned way like that, and just regroup. That's what Tomlinson needed to have done. And they're telling this goalkeeper here to stay in the goal. Let the outfield players deal with it. But it was the All-Manning who won this contest last year as well. I think it was 2-1, was it? I tell you what though, I'm going to add to the what we saw from Dylan John, and I know you're still smirking over it, Donald. Probably should have gone to the other side of the pitch to take that shirt off based on some shot we saw earlier on screen of persons attending the game. So yeah, but I tell you what, the message will reach.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But like I said, you know, he has talent so much. I mean, before that, when he got the shot off, just the way he plucked the ball from the sky and set up an extra space for himself. Yeah. It was just lovely to watch.
Yeah, there are stars and then there are stars, right?
Yes.
That's an ambitious one. Goal kick. It's intensity that was missing in the first half, and then the mistakes in the second half as well.
Yeah, I think
the DaCosta team.
Yeah, riddled with mistakes.
Oh, Spence again with the turn, but oh, he does well to win it back, trying to find his teammate. It's Keanu Reed. That's a wonderful block. They still have it. Oh, lovely stuff. He goes all the way through almost. That would have been stunning.
Yeah, Justin
Bap Hills.
Yeah, from Clarendon. And before that too, there was some really nifty footwork by him. They just couldn't get it off him, even before this play. But here again, left 4 in his wake. Yeah, the 5th one. It took almost half the outfield team, well, half the outfield team to stop him. So good was that play from Hales. Deserved a goal. I would have loved to see a finish from that. I dare say it was Messi-like.
Corner kick coming in. Headed away. And now you know why they call him Bap Bap. Because that's the sound that you would make after he makes a run like that. John. slips this one through. Delightful. Keep off his line.
Oh, that was a good take by
Yeah,
him.
it was. Had to stretch for it. Malik Martin.
Had to be perfect as well. Anything off there and would have given away a penalty. Well, that one, nothing like that take from the goalkeeper, but yeah, good goalkeeping there. Very good goalkeeping
Oh
from
Lord, more changes.
Martin. They're putting back players in, I guess, because unless they're short in numbers, I'm pretty sure every player
They're not
would
short
play,
in numbers. They just.
but they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be in players that are going on the park.
It must have been a basketball game. Who knows? But Watson is going to make his way back on the park. Eventually, Dylan John, his day is up. You would think. He's taken off.
But one of the players coming out didn't start. Malik Robinson, the defender. And he's at the touchline apparently coming out, is he?
Well, Garrick Taylor has come on for Dylan John, just to
Oh, no,
let
that's
you
not him.
let you be
Sorry.
aware.
Yeah, so it's not him, it's their number 5. Jason White is out as well. Amaran O'Brien.
So has Watson really come back on the park?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh, he actually came back on the park. Okay.
Amaran O'Brien, he came on, right?
Yes,
And he's
Omaran.
off.
And he's off again. Okay. They must be really trying to win this game.
That's what it is. But the substitute has been taken off as well in O'Brien. I mean, this is a showcase. It really shouldn't be the case, you feel. I mean, you're given, and that's why I always say, you know what, give a set of players one half, give the other another half, because this is all about them showcasing their talent. That is for me. That's how I see it.
But again, I don't think it was the case where they had a player for each, 2 players for each position. I think that was a problem to begin with.
And maybe the selection is where the problem is to begin with.
Well, mind you, a couple of players would have.
Oh, you play a
come
system
out.
that matches that, and you have players who play multiple positions.
Can that be kept in play? Yep. Ball fed in the area. The Old Manning team queuing up.
And turning on the styles as well.
They are. Can't get a shot off yet though. Gibbs. Here we go again. The Old Manning team. Damain Smith trying to toe poke it home.
Yeah, certainly look at a more cohesive unit, this All Manning team. Principals from, I think it's Sensibet Technical and Wolmers as well.
Oh, goodness me. Almost on a platter too for Gibbs. That would have been absolutely brilliant from Kingston College to Jamaica College.
And Isaac Mason won't want to see that one again. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be reminded of it after this game by even his peers. But yeah.
Taken quickly. Players to aim for inside the box. Not quite getting the cross in. Here it comes, floated inside.
Yeah, they're having fun, this all-Manning team.
Yes, they are. Here's the space that he wanted. Back in the danger area. Not cleared properly. Still a chance.
I mean, they're just queuing up here.
They are queuing up. But no one unable to take the shot. Oh, this could be a break here. Spence.
Yeah, just over it a bit, over his shoulders.
Yep. But he can manage. Spence. Lovely. On his left. Over the top. Well, it had some power behind it. Really it did from Justin Hales.
Yeah. It's been a bright spark for this all DaCosta team. And we're at that point where we talk about the player, and we've seen some really good performances from the all-Manning team. The midfield just bossed the game in that first half. They're quite good at it. Made it difficult for the all DaCosta team to get a sniff. Registered some 60% of the possession for that first half. But you know what? It's a good performance from Dylan John as well. And I know he is. It's a different type of performance, but even the showcasing of the undershirt has made me want to highlight him somewhat. Maybe give a chance for the interviewer to just find a little bit more about that. So I'll make him my player of the game.
You are here strictly for the mix-up, aren't you, Dwight Jeremiah?
I know, I'm just going off what I see, you know. Given something.
Barrett has done well in this game as well. Interception there. So 5 minutes. We're gone a minute in stoppage time. There's an opportunity. Oh, wonderful, with the exception of the finish from Kadeen Young, St. Catherine High player. Did score 11 goals this season. Young, along with his 14 assists. Justin Hales is still, what, 15 years old?
Yes.
Goodness me.
Yeah, has a lot of years to torment players, defenders all over at this level.
I mean, that's all well and good for us, but you'd want him to just go on from strength to strength. Here's an opportunity again, and didn't have the engine to go all the way through there. Everell Swaby. Oh, that's a lovely first touch from Hales again.
Yes, really finding it difficult here this evening. I haven't been able to affect the game as we have come to see from him in the DaCosta Cup with Garvin Maceo. Normally has his partner in O'Brien out there with him. The scouts there with the Caribbean Premier Showcase. Still looking on, still have interest. Pretty sure what we've seen in the second half as well, even more players would have expressed themselves some more and would have caught their eyes. But certainly a good project, this Caribbean Premier Showcase, offering the opportunities for players to further their education and also their footballing career at a higher level. A lot of bucks involved, and these scholarships, they do value a lot.
Justin Hills was also a part of the under-17 setup, and I think he was dropped from that setup as well, because he would have, if so, would have traveled with the team on
I mean,
their tournament.
We do have some serious talents in the under-17 then.
The All DaCosta team with the hopeful ball up top for Keanu Reid. So what would that have been like if he had converted as well early in the second half? Probably wouldn't have really changed the outcome of the game.
Yeah, and the evidence of what we see now, probably not. But who knows? They say a goal make a world of difference in the game.
Ball driven inside the box. Here's a header! What a save! Well, easy enough for him based on his caliber. Malik Williams had to react quickly and just parried it over the bar. It was Spence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It had to be him again, proving to be a nuisance inside the box.
Using his height quite well.
Corner kick again. That's not a bad delivery. And there's the second goal. And it's O'Reilly Watson who has come back from off the bench to be on the score sheet now. And Williams, who made a wonderful save before that, couldn't do anything with that one.
Yeah, it's a lovely header. He rose highest. Yeah, really had to work for that one, Watson.
Yep.
But good glance in it. Yeah, good header, directing it into that far bottom corner.
And that's the last bit of action for this All-Star game. Well, the DaCosta Cup team, they showed up late, didn't they? And really turned up for this fixture in the second half, when the likes of Spence and company put in a workmanlike performance. But to be fair, the All Manning team, led by one Ronaldo Barrett, were exceptional. They really were. Played some wonderful football and split open the defense of the All DaCosta team on quite a few occasions, hence the scoreline too, although there were a few mistakes along the way, and the All DaCosta team would admit that in the end. It made the work for the All Manning team quite easy.
Yeah, it certainly was. A good display, and like I said, they bossed it in midfield throughout that first half with that 60% possession. And you're right, Ronaldo Barrett was at the heart of it, making things happen. And as such, it got away from the All DaCosta team, even more so in the second half. So, confirmation there. It's ended 4-2 in favor of the All Manning team. And let's look at the full game highlights. As we say, it was Davies here, Devon Davies, who passed on to Watson, who should have finished. Was poor in the end of finish, and that was the only sniff they got in that first half. And the rest of it was the All Manning team. Yeah, that was signs of things to come. But that header didn't get the power on it. But in the 39th minute, Neil Francis, back pass from White, and then when it fell to Francis, lovely finish. Got to him fortuitously, but then the finish, as we said, was just Well done. Across goal. Tomlinson, no chance. Yeah, we can look at that all the time because that's what you teach a finisher, to go across goal and coming in off the upright. That was good. 2 minutes later, Dwight Gentles harrowed one in. Really thumping finish. Poor defending from the McGrath defender. Fowler. Bad touch, and it turned out to be an assist for Gentles. Yeah, and it was close to Tomlinson, but he just couldn't react quick enough. The pace of it, yeah, thumping one, and he was disgusted with his defenders in front of him. And yeah, it continued. Yeah, there was a chance for Gentles to add to it. Poking wide, and in the 57th minute, yeah, the DaCosta, they were able to half the deficit. Spence coming off the bench and giving them some chance. Yeah, some belief, some hope. But going out wide, and just watch him with his run, just holding off. And smart finish from him. Some traffic in front of goalkeeper Brown at the time, yeah, and just couldn't do anything about it. 73rd minute, it was Ashada Gibbs and his finish. Yeah, goalkeeper Tomlinson in no man land, and Gibbs recognizing that, stabbing it over his head into the far side of the goal, and the 2-goal lead was restored. Yeah, good to spot that the keeper was off his line and just, yeah. Tomlinson wouldn't want to see that one again, was really badly positioned. Gibbs made him pay. And then 79 minute before this, had a good opportunity. Pluck one from the sky, the shot was blocked. This time was not going to be denied, showed some purpose, and the finish to match. Had to work a bit for it to keep the defender off his back and away from the ball. Hayes was a defender looking to try and prevent Dylan John from registering. He was not going to be denied. Lovely finish, and well, a celebration to match. And yep, they would get one back. It was Watson registering on the night, went on the bench, got a rest, came back on a little bit more rejuvenated, had some spring in his step, rose highest of all the players in the box, had to work for that one. That was literally the last touch of the ball, wouldn't say kick, head of the ball. And yeah, brought a little bit of respectability to the scoreline. 8 shots, 4 on target for the DaCosta, 11 and 5 on target for the all-man-in team. 5 fouls committed apiece, 1 yellow card shown in this contest. It was played in a friendly manner. 2 offsides from the all-man-in team. They had 3 corners, and 7 of the corners went to the DaCosta. They inched up the possession a little bit in the second half, the DaCosta, 43%. It was 40 at halftime, 57% to the all-man-in. And we go down to the player of the game, and Dylan John is with Kimani.
Yeah, that's right, Dwight. Thank you so much, Dylan. Congratulations, you're the SportsMax man of the match. Let me step out of the frame so that you can have a chat with us. Talk to me about your performance, goal assist. You must be very happy about that.
Well, you know, first half I started off a bit slow. I wasn't in the game, but second half the coach told me to get on the ball more because I know the damage that I can do to any team in Jamaica. So I got on the ball more and I was successful.
Yeah, I know that you played this game last season. You're back here. How much have you grown, do you feel, as a player since then?
There's a lot of stuff to improve even now, but I've improved tremendously. But there's more stuff to work on.
All right, well, congratulations to you. We're looking forward to seeing you in the future. Well done. That's it. Dylan John, the man of the match, SportsMax man of the match. Now let's have a chat with Coach Lester Hibbert from the DaCosta outfit. Coach Hibbert,
wow,
you know, not the result you would have wanted, yes, but when you look back at the game though, how well did your team do?
I believe it was an excellent game of football. the two teams played well, but the Manning Cup team, they took their chances, and that's what is the difference here today. But I believe the scouts, they have enjoyed the game, and I believe they have seen true talent from both sides here. So we have to just say kudos to the boys, and we just have to go again, you know, and just to keep these boys focused, because there's a lot of talent in the country.
Yeah, tell me about this All DaCosta, All Manning game, though,
Yes.
this clash. How important is it to not only see these players against each other, but together representing their areas?
Yeah, it's very important. So we can see how they will span out when we say these are the best of the best in the country per se, and truly we saw what they can do and the talent that they possess. So we have to just keep them rooted and grounded, and I believe just need a little bit more time. Like the coaches need a little bit more time, like even 4 to 5 days with the players per se, so we can even try to see if we can build them up together and get some team chemistry going.
All right, Coach, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's
Blessings,
Coach Lester
man.
Hibbert there, the All DaCosta outfit. So now time to talk to Coach Devin Anderson from the All Manning team. He's accompanied by his son. Coach, I'm sure you're happy with the result.
Most definitely, you know. It was just a matter of after the 90 minutes, but I never wanted to say it before, and you know.
Yeah. Coach, tell me though about these boys, this group of boys that you've been playing, coaching. What were you expecting to get out of them, and how were you able to combine all those talents together? Because there was a lot of them.
Most of these kids, I knew them through Manning Cup, so it make it my job much easier in order to get them together. Once I get them together, and after the first day, I mean, the chemistry was there, everything was on point. I know that when we turn up here, our stadium, I thought it was stadium, but once we turn up at the showcase, I know it's a far gone conclusion, you know. The level of chemistry, they respond to all my different formation that I try with them for the past 4 days, and trust me, I know I'm not use that word, but they went out there and did what they were supposed to do, and they enjoyed themselves, and the viewers at home, SportsMax viewers at home, trust me, they enjoy, you know, the game. This is what a showcase supposed to be like, you know.
And tell me about having the scouts here, of course, not only from college, well, from US colleges and stuff. How good is it to have these boys playing at this level, at their best, showing off their skills in front of such a good crowd?
It's a great occasion for the kids, you know. They garner this opportunity in order to go out there and express themselves freely. I mean, my type of football, you go out there and enjoy yourself while you're playing. The game is a game, you know, and game mean enjoyment. So they went out there, they entertained the scout, they did what they were supposed to do. When it's business time, you know, we take care of business, and then, you know, a little relationism and happy hour, you know.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
Congratulations to you and your team,
Respect
Coach.
again, SportsMax, every time.
Yeah, it's been that kind of evening as we saw all stars on show from the Scholastic end and from the All DaCosta and All Manning team. The All Manning team with a 4-2 victory. It was entertaining in the end, but the All Manning team with the bragging rights at the end of this game, and I suppose at the end of this wonderful schoolboy football season. On behalf of the hard-working team here at the Home of Champions, it's goodbye for the final time from Jamaica College.
Yo, ISSA, how schoolboy football look this season. People, them ready, you know. Alright then, DaCosta, Manning Cup, Oliver Yashil, yo, make we link up. We watch the Champions Cup, Ben Francis Walker Cup, which team are win the championship this season? Yo, ISSA, one diver school, I go finish the league and beat now. Which youth I go collect the golden boot and be the favorite for the people? Yo, ISSA, Messi fans are roll out all boat, be a flag pan vehicle. Looking at the crowd, bus load of supporters from school and community too. People nothing at distance, some a listen pan radio, but some a watch it on TV too. Country and town unite for one reason. ISSA, schoolboy football, good come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if I your team beat your chest. ISSA, schoolboy football, a team could rise and a team could fall, but they never will know until the whistle blows. So run, come enjoy the show. Yo, ISSA, that competition I never have it nice, so people love see when boy I get nice up on the field.